Hi, and welcome back to the Wormery. Today is the second week of the wood and coffee bins, so we're going to go in here and check up on them. You'll notice a piece of pumpkin floating there in the middle of, let me enlighten the lighting here. Hopefully that helps. Let me check her out. Pretty dark in there still, huh? Get the other light going. So, welcome back to the Wormery, and this is the second week of checking in on the wood bin and the coffee bin. I kind of buried my rake there, so let's dig in. I came in here about an hour ago, and I gave them about a minute's worth of moisture. I do see one wormy. I thought it was wormy. No. Let's see if the wormies are around the piece of oh my golly. Yeah, the wormies are around the pumpkin already. That's good. That's really good. Notice that they were a little dry back there, so not surprising. We didn't give them very much food. I can't remember what we fed them. Maybe just little pieces of pumpkin? I don't know. Today we're gonna go in there. That's a shell from something. Not sure what that's from. Piece of apple, maybe? We're going to just come in and we're going to give them each a banana. Let me get these guys set up on the tripod. That's not a good angle. How's that? Not a good angle either. I'm sorry. So we got some banana peel for them. And there's a couple pieces of peas attached to there. Throw some peas in. Let me just set that stuff up on there. That's for the other bin. Give them some more peas. And we'll still have more peas. I'm not giving them an apple. Or dragon fruit. Or any more bananas. So I think that's a pretty good feeding. And I kind of screwed up the order. So yeah. Let me bring you guys down so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm preparing to give them a little piece of a scoop of some worm chow. Not just on there, throughout the bin. I'm gonna break my rule. I'm gonna put some bedding in there. I got some eggshell grit for them. Yeah. Eggshell grit. I got some eggshell for them to use as grit in their digestive system. And let me grab the bedding to cover it all. That's gonna do the wood bin. Not gonna dig in there too deep. Let me grab the light, move the tops, and we'll dig into the coffee bin. So we're clicking the backs and leaving the fronts open. I gotta move that stuff over. Tap, tap, tap. I already came in here about an hour ago, but I want to get that moisture off. These guys can't even see. Sorry about that, but you can definitely see that there's moisture. So let's get the lighting set up on bin number wood. And you'll see wood's got a piece of pumpkin in here. And let's see. Yeah, there's a couple wormies at the bottom of there digging in already. I'm trying to get them to go into the coffee. The coffee was pretty dry. That's why I wanted to come in and give everything good soaking. Actually, it looks a lot better in here. And these coffee filters are pretty dry too, so sorry about that big cloud of dust. I wasn't trying to do that. I gotta come in and get this one wetter. We're gonna get the sprayer and give it another dousing of water. Sorry, I don't want to usually do that on the video, but these coffee filters sure need some help. And I know the coffee does too. As I said, this bin's been holding its moisture very well with that lid being halfway sealed. So I copied that on the mini worm bin. And I copied that on the wood chip bin. Like I said, I was in here and I gave them a good minute's worth of liquid already, so just saw that the coffee filters were pretty dry. Alright, so let's get on with their checking. So we checked in. We're going to put the feeding in the back and we'll leave the front alone. So we'll start off like we did in the other bin. We'll get some worm chow. The end of that bag of worm chow too, and we'll sprinkle it throughout the whole bin, not just the feeding zone. Yep, that's the second bag of the worm chow that I bought, and it's lasted a pretty long time. I'm pretty impressed with the Love Potion, so I bought another helping of it. That big bright pink bag behind the other faded pink bag is the bag of that. Let me get them some eggshell for them to use as grit in their digestive system. Sprinkle that throughout the bin. We'll close that bag until we need it again. And we will dig in. Give them a banana peel. A whole banana peel. We're not giving them the big dragon fruit or the apple. But we can give them the remainder of the peas, and it looks like a piece of corn. I still gotta save some for the big 40-gallon worm bin, so we'll save them the dragon fruit and what's attached to that, and maybe some of the apple. And I still have some pumpkin. I brought out some pumpkin, but they still got pumpkin left. So I think that's going to complete our feeding. Sorry if you couldn't see it. There's their feeding, their banana. Let me move those over to the side. They're on top of the banana peel, and I'm sure they'll do much better not being on top of the peel. So yeah, the stuff is frozen, but it's thawing. It's on the bedding, so we don't have to worry about it being in direct contact with the vermies. Dumped a whole bunch of cardboard outside of the bin. So conclude our feeding of the wood bin and the cowl feed bin. They are their second week here in the wormery, or their second feeding, maybe 14th or 20th day. Sitting about the 16th is when I started them, so yeah, about 2 weeks. Yep, their second feeding. Yep, hey, that will conclude our video. Please hit that thumbs up, please subscribe, and I just wanted to say that I'm very thankful all 55 of you subs. Bye bye now.